the global outlook for platinum group metals. I've had a look at the demand between 2010 and 2020, and I expect a growth of about 5.8% per year in that period of time. Since 1975, since I've kept data, the average has been 2.7. Now you might say, well, why are you going up to 5.8 now? Well, the reason is 2008 and 2009 saw a massive collapse in demand. So taking that off a low base to 2020, that's my view. Palladium demand, I think, will rise less steeply at about 2.3% per year. Since 1981, which is the data I have, it's risen by about 5% per annum. Rhodium demand, I think, is going to be quite strong at about 9.2% per year. Since 1981, it's risen at an average of about 39% per year. Shortfalls, from my view of the future, I'm expecting shortfalls of all three metals in the next 8 years. I believe that the demand for platinum group elements will rise, and as a result, prices will rise. The supply side of PGEs, I believe, will disappoint. I've been waiting for, if you take a look at Anglo Plats, I think in the year 2000, Barry Davison, who was then the CEO of Anglo Plats, said he was going to go and produce 3.5 million ounces by 2006. I think the closest they ever got was 2.9 million ounces. And now they're back. Last year they were actually below 2 million ounces again, after 10 years of trying. And the reasons are various. I mean, it's like I mentioned earlier, it's power, it's efficiency, it's safety. The DMR stops a shaft every time there's a fatality, and reasons as such. So I think South African PGE supply will continue to disappoint. The problem is that South Africa has 91% of global resources. I think I did a cigarette box calculation. 34 billion ounces out of 37 billion ounces in the world. That includes Zim, South Africa, Norilsk and Sudbury. And if you take it down to just 3,000 meters below surface, South Africa's got 74% of the world's resources. So if the world wants platinum, it's got to cope with South African situation and South African problems. The rand versus the dollar is very important because we pay our salaries in rands. So the weaker the rand, the more rands we get for the metals we sell in dollars, and the more comfortable we are. My bet is on a weakening rand, except the last few days it's gone quite strong again. But I hope that $9 per ounce will occur, as most of the analysts are predicting. Share prices should rise